So hello everyone, we are looking at a question Leetcode 69, that is square root of x. Okay, so this can be a easy question, or this can be a medium level question based on the time complexity they mention. So in easy method, this method can be solved in linear search, or this method can be solved in binary search too in log n time complexity. So, what is the question? Given a non-negative integer x, return the square root of x rounded down to the nearest integer. The returned integer should be non-negative as well. You must not use any built-in exponent function or operator. So, what they have told is, suppose there is 64, or suppose there is 16. So, 16. We have to find out the square root of x. Okay, so the square root of x here is 4. So how can we determine that the square root of x is 4? So to determine, so we know that 4 into 4 is 16. That is how we know that the square root of 16 is 4. So how do I get this exact number, that is 4? So there are two approaches. First is linear search approach. This is not exactly linear search. The approach is same. So how do we do it? So we know that natural numbers, whole numbers start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc., 7, and it goes on. So what we have to do is we first need to check for 0, that whether 0 into 0 is equal to, or to be precise, less than equal to 16 or not. 0 into 0 is 0, it is less than equal to 16. So this can be my answer. Let's take a variable answer and store it here, 0. This is not my final answer, this can be my answer. We need to check for further elements and then we can confirm. So this has been checked. Now we go to the next element, that is 1. 1 into 1 less than equal to 16. So this can also be my answer. Need to update the answer variable. So 2. 2 into 2 is also less than 16. So 2 can also be my answer. Then we come to 3. Okay, 3 into 3 is also less than equal to 16. So 3 is updated in the answer variable. 4. 4 into 4 is also less than equal to 16. So 4 can also be my answer. Suppose 5. Now 5 into 5 is not greater than, not less than equal to 16. It is greater than 16. So 5 will not be my answer, and we, as it is already greater than 16, we need not need check for other elements here. So 4 will remain my answer. This is the linear search approach. So how to do it? So this is the function in Leetcode. Uh, I will be using C++ for solving this question. Uh, you can do the same for Java. You just need to convert the code. The syntax is just different. The concept is the same. So what we need to do? We need to first find out. We need to declare a variable answer where we can store the initial value. Okay, so the answer variable is taken, and what we are doing is, how do we get these numbers? So we will run a loop from 0 to, let's suppose, n. Okay, so that we get all numbers before n. So let's run a loop for int I equal to 0, I less than n. Sorry, it should be x as it is given as x, and I plus plus. So what we are doing, if I into I less than equal to x, we were storing the value I in the answer. Okay, so whenever it will be greater, that means the else part, we need not check further values. So we will apply a break statement. So and we need to return the integer value answer. Okay, so let's test it and get the result here. The two test cases are passed and then we submit. So it is giving an error. So what happened is we need to give an equal to here. So what was the problem there, that one was given an as x and I put I less than x, so it will check only for 0 into 0 and not for 1 into 1, as it was 1 0 was less than 1 and it will not go further. So we put an equal to there and then we submit. So it should be long I guess. We need to keep in mind the constraints of the values. So we put it long and this is the linear search approach.